So what I discussed in last class, that is on Friday. On Friday, we discussed about these are the topics, right? If you go and see the headings, we discussed about these are the topics. Number one, we discussed how to create the work repository, and we discussed how to create the master and work repository using RCU. And also we discussed creating the RRTech database, in that one source database as well as target database. These all things we have chance to learn. Today we need to understand one important concept that is called as topology. That is called as creating and managing topology. Under this one we are going to understand what do you mean by physical architecture, what do you mean by physical architecture, what do you mean by logical architecture, what do you mean by context, what do you mean by context. These are the three topics what we are going to aware of it. Let us say I am going for first one, that is called as creating and managing topology. Let me click on that one. Then it is saying as first point, the Oracle Data Integrator topology is the physical and logical representation of the Oracle Data Integrator architecture and components. Right. What is the meaning of this one is? Let us say if I am trying to open our ODI, this is what I have opened. Now I am trying to connect to the repository. Click on connect to the repository. Then if people are aware of it, what is the connection you created last class? B107. This is what the connection what you created. And click on the supervisor and supervisor. Here what is the repository you are connecting? Work repository you are connecting. Click on OK. Click on OK. Now we can observe here we got here B107. It is trying to connect it. Once it is connected, then you can go and observe in the topology tab. We have two options. One is called as physical architecture, second is logical architecture, third is called as context. Suppose I am going to the topology. In the topology we can see here this is what called as physical architecture and logical architecture and context. And logical architecture and physical architecture, mediator is who? Context is the mediator. Physical architecture is nothing but I can say your database terms, sir. Your database terminology we are going to use in that one. Logical architecture is nothing but ODI terminology. We are going to use. If you are using ODI terminology here, then these two things has to communicate, means you should have some kind of mediator. The mediator is who, sir? Context is the mediator. Okay, that's what first point is given here. The Oracle Data Integrator topology is the physical and logical representation of the ODI architecture and components. First point, creating physical architecture. How to create the physical architecture? From yesterday's class, you are already aware of one point. That point is called as, I am opening your SQL developer. Click on SQL developer. In SQL developer, we have your source. What is your source database name, sir? Yesterday what you created? Yesterday you created your source database inside the SCART schema. Let us go and try to see it. Inside the SCART schema, I have the source. Inside that one, I have all the required tables are available. If you go and see the tables, these are the tables whatever available. These tables down the line, I am going to use as a source. Similarly, I have target also. What is the target, sir, you created? B107. This is what is the connection you created here. ODI, repository connection information, B107, right? I hope you created the target also B107 TDBU only, right? Then B107 TDB is available here. It's not available. Yesterday what you given the name? B107 TDB only? Okay. Now let me go and try to create the connection B107 TDBU. Then I need to provide a username. The username also what, sir? B107 TDBU. The password is RR capital, I small 123. Save this password and provide the database name as ORCL Try to save it. Click on test it. Test is also success. Click on connect. This one I am going to use as a target. This one I am going to use as a target. Now here I have some tables which are going to be used as a dimension tables, fact tables. These all things are as a targets. And here I have some tables. These all things I am going to use as a source tables. The source and target I need to configure under the physical architecture. How to configure it, that's what we are going to learn today. Right. Let us go for the next line. Let us go for the next line. The physical architecture defines the different elements of the information system as well as their characteristics taken into the account by Oracle Data Integrator. Each type of database, it may be Oracle or DB2 or some file formatted thing or any application software, is represented in Oracle Data Integrator by what, sir? Technology. Simply, database is called as what, sir? Technology. Database is called as technology. Oracle database is called as Oracle technology. SQL Server database is called as SQL Server technology. That's what if you go and see here, let us say I am expanding physical architecture. These all things are what, sir? Technologies. Under technologies, you can see here we have all our databases. Let us say HBase, Hadoop database. Okay, Hive. Okay, Hadoop Hive this is. Now we have here Hyperion SBase. And we have here, let us say Netezza database, Oracle database. And similarly, if you go and see here, Sybase database, Teradata database, everything is available. Everything is available. So a database is called as basically a technology. A database called as technology. So in ODI, a database is known as technology. That is what the first point. Then let us say the physical components that stores and expose structured data are defined as data servers. Data servers. What is the meaning of data server is, let us say, using Oracle database, can I create a number of databases I can create or not, sir? Suppose you install the Oracle software. You install the Oracle software. I have here one option that is called as Database Configuration Assistant. Did you think about this option anytime? If I click on this option, if I click on the Database Configuration Assistant, what you can do it? Right. Before that, I would like to ask one question. Let us say I give an Oracle software to your hand, sir. You installed in our CPU. At the time of installation, only software installation option is available or not, sir? You installed it. Or we may install only software as well as what, sir? One database also. Software and what, sir? One database also installed it. Suppose in the same CPU, using same software, I want to develop one more database I want to develop. Is it possible or not possible? Using one Oracle software installation, can I develop a number of databases or not? A number of databases or not? Answer is what, sir? Yes, that is possible. If you see this wizard is doing that job only. I am trying to create what, sir? A database I am trying to create it. If you want to delete the existing database, you can delete it. If you want to create the new database, you can create it. So using one Oracle software installation, you can create a number of databases, And each database in our terminology is called as data server. Is called as data server. Oracle software is called as what, sir? Oracle technology. SQL Server software is called as SQL Server technology. Using Oracle software, whatever database I created, the database is called as data server. The database is called as data server. Am I clear? You can write one small table. We can write one small table somewhere. What is the table I want is? What is the table I want is? Left side right as database terms and corresponding what, sir? ODI terms. ODI terms. Suppose here we have the Oracle software. Oracle software, we are calling it as what, sir, here? Oracle technology, right? Oracle technology. Then second is, let us say, I want to give the equal terminologies. Let us say Oracle database. Oracle database is called as what, sir, here? Data server, data server. If you want to write the example here, example, you people are aware of it, ORCL is the database name, yes or no? ORCL is the example for data server. Next one, I am taking here, let us say, a table. A table. Schema is called as, here also schema only, sir. Schema is there, right? Here also it is called as schema only. There is no other term. Then table is called as what, sir? Data store. Data store. Schema examples means I can say Scott, then TDBU, etc. And data stores table name examples means let us say EMP table, DP table, etc. And next one is available, let us say column. Column. The column is called as here, what's an attribute? The column is called as attribute. Let us say that is EMP number, comma, E name, comma, etc. This is what the terminology between, there is a terminology between general terminology and our ODI terminology. General terminology and our ODI terminology. Okay, that point is very clear for us. Done. Now, let us go and try to see here next point. Let us go and try to see here next point that is called as a data server is always linked to a single technology. Yes or no, sir? Suppose you have developed here one database, the database is known as ORCL. Can you develop half of the database using SQL Server, half of the database using Oracle database like that? Is it possible? No. One database, you cannot create half of the database using the Oracle software, half of the database using SQL Server software. That is reason any one data server, if I am telling that server will be belongs to only one technology, not the multiple technologies. Similarly, ORCL I am telling. ORCL is belongs to what database, sir? Oracle database. Okay, right. Now, that's what the first point. A data server stores information according to specific technology logic which is declared into the physical schemas attached to this data server. And each data server, what it is going to support, the data types, those all things also unique, sir. I mean to say, if I go and select here Oracle, by default it is supporting what, sir? These are the data types it is going to support it. And it is going to support, these are the indexes it is going to support. Same thing if we go and observe, let us say SQL Server, I am going to observe. Microsoft, what's that? SQL Server, this is going to support, these are the database data types. And index are, only two index are there. One is what, sir? Non-unique, and second is what, sir? Unique. Here what is there, sir? On top of it, bitmap also available. That means each database, what exactly it is supporting, those things is going to list out here. You are not doing any hard work. It is a software functionality itself. It is going to give you what the database is going to support. Those all things by default is going to give to you. Fine. That's what next point, fourth point, what I want to talk about. Next process. How to create this beautiful physical architecture, whatever available. I have here one thing that is called as what, sir? What is the database name? ORCL is my database name. Under ORCL, I have the source is, this is the source, and I have the target is, this is the target is available. How to configure the source and target I need to understand. This is my target, this is my source, this is my source, this is my target. Both my source and target, in fact, here available in a single database. It is available. That is called as ORCL. In reality, sometimes what will have, not sometimes, most of the times. Source is what's a different database. Target is what's a different database. In my case, I don't have two databases here. That is the reason under one database only I created two schemas. One schema I am using as a source. One schema I am using as a target. One schema I am using as a source, one schema I am using as a target. Right, how to configure this one into our ODI? Very simple. Open the ODI Studio, go to ODI menu, click on Connect, select login name as RRA Tech, in our case your batch number. Click on Edit, under Work Repository section, select Work Repository, RRA Tech Dev Work Repository. In our case it is, yesterday we created B107 DWR, Development Work Repository you created. Click on Test, click on OK, click on OK. Like this you are going to select these all things. Now click on the Topology tab, then go to the New Data Server, right click on the Oracle, click on New Data Server as shown here. Right click on Oracle, New Data Server. In Definitions tab, provide below information like what is the name. Whatever name you want to provide, you can provide it. Then where it is installed. Here I given localhost, but in reality you need to give the IP address of the database where it is installed. Or network name of the database where it is installed, we need to provide it. Then username is always you need to provide here admin user ID so that all the schemas it is going to access it. Next one is in JDBC tab, provide below information. This is what we are providing it. Then click on test connection, click on test, click on OK, close it. With this I completed creating what, sir? Creating the data server. Shall we go and do this one? Right. Let us say I am going to the ODI here. Let us say I am going to the Topology tab. In the Topology, right click on what, sir? Oracle. As of now under the Oracle nothing is available. Only data types, actions, index types. I am trying to create one thing. What do you want to create, sir? New data server. Click on that new data server, then we got one window. There it is asking what is the name. Any name you can provide. Your batch number is B107, then ORCL, so I am providing that one. Then I have here technology. By default technology came Oracle. Why? Because you right clicked on the Oracle only. Then we need to go for the instance or DB link. My instance is localhost is the my instance. Why? Because in the same machine I installed the database also. Username, you need to write here admin username, then RR capital, ITC small 123. Now click on JDBC connection, provide the JDBC driver by clicking on this one, provide the JDBC URL by clicking on that one, provide here localhost, then then 1521, then ORCL. Now once you provide these all things, whatever you return that is correct or not, it is working or not, how to understand test connection, click on S, click on OK, click on what's a test, what is saying successfully connected, click on OK. Click on here finally, close this one, then you can come to understand here one thing is created that is known as data server. This is known as data server. Under data server, I want to create for source corresponding one schema and target corresponding one schema. How to create is just simply right click on this one. There I have one option that is known as new physical schema. That's what I am suggesting here. Creating physical schemas. Right click on RRTech ORCL, click on new physical schema and please provide the name whatever you want it. Even actually strictly speaking name you need not provide anything, sir. Automatically it is going to take, if you provide the schema names here, automatically it is going to take the name. Then here we have an important parameter that is known as work schema. The schema means you understand this one you are going to use down the line as what, sir? Source, down the line source. What about this work schema? Do I have the specified staging area in ODI, sir? Dedicated staging area is available in ODI? No. But in runtime it may require some temporary tables, right? Where it is going to create the temporary tables? In where, sir? In work schema, whatever you are providing it. Recommended is if you use dedicated work schema, it is good. Dedicated work schema means create one schema separately and try to use that schema as a dedicated one. So that is a best practice. Okay. As of now, if you go and see here, Using defined schema, using dedicated schema as a work schema is your, sir, best practice. Let us go and try to create that one. Right click on this one, then go for new physical schema. Then name you need not provide here, automatically that is going to take it. Then provide what is the name, sir, Scott. And what is the work schema? You can provide any other thing you can provide, or you can provide the same thing also. But always using what, sir? Dedicated one is the best practice. I am giving the Scott, click on S. Right. With this I completed, creating one physical schema is completed. One more thing I require for the target purpose. Let us say right click. What are the targets, sir? B107 TDBU, and for this also work schema I am giving, same work schema I am giving. Click on save it. You completed two schemas. You completed, one is called as card, second is called as TDBU. Now with this I done this part. Next is what, sir? Logical architecture. Logical architecture means ODI terminology, sir. Totally it is ODI terminology. Now, the logical architecture allows a user to identify as a single logical schema a group of similar physical schemas that is containing data stores that are structurally identical but located in different physical locations. Anything you understand? No, right? How to create dedicated schema. Yesterday, how you created the TDB schema, sir, to store the target tables? Similarly like that. Create user, some username identified by some password. Then grant the permissions. Whatever schema you created, the schema provide here. You got it? Okay. Right. Suppose if you want to create the dedicated schema means I can do that one. Let us say I am going to the SQL plus, then slash as sysdba. Then I am trying to create a user, create user. Your batch number is B107. This is a dedicated schema, so I am giving here, or let us say work schema, right? Give the same name, work schema. Then grant DBA to B107 work schema. Now same name whatever available we go and we'll try to provide in the ODI. Here if you want to provide it Scott, there I am providing B107 work schema. Sorry. Some of the windows undo option is not going to work, sir. That's what, even though I am typing undo here, it is not happened. Now here we have the Scott schema. Here also I am creating the work schema. So very simple. Work schema is nothing but what's an empty schema we are going to create it. That empty schema we are going to provide it. Of course, in this one as of now, any tables are available, sir? Now nothing tables are available. Even in runtime also nothing table will be available. Maybe one or two tables occasionally is going to create. When it is going to create, you come to understand down the line. Suppose now connecting to what, sir? B107, then we don't have any tables. Right. We created these two things we created. Next is what, sir? We need to create the logical. I said logically is only one thing is available. Physical, sir, a number of things are available. If I say source, that's it. Only one logical source is available. For this, data may be coming from MS Excel, SQL Server, Oracle. At that moment, you need to create what, sir? Three physical schemas you need to create. Three physical architectures you need to create. However, we are going to create only one logical architecture. Suppose, observe this diagram once. Observe this diagram once. Development site, this is available where, sir? In New York. Suppose I am doing some kind of, let us say some real estate business I am doing. Okay, this is a development site is available in New York. Let us say this is a production site something. This is what, sir? In Tokyo. This is some site, this is available in the Boston. Okay, here also I have the sales information only available, let us say. This is what the physical architecture we are creating dedicatedly for each and everything is what, sir? Separate I created. And contests also separate available. However, these all things are integrated into what, sir? Sales. That means only logical thing is what, sir? Only one thing is available. Correspondingly physical things, sir? N number of things will be available. Other words, I can say, let us say, you have the data like this. Suppose here I have the data that is available in the Oracle database. This is our one of the source. And we have here one more thing, let us say SQL Server database. This is also one of our source. You need to create two physical schemas. You need to create, this is the one physical schema 1, this is the one physical schema 2. Why? Because technologies are different here. But logical schema is what, sir? Only logical schema is only one thing you are going to create. This is called as your logical schema. This is called as your logical schema. Logical schema is only one. Physical schemas are n number. Fine. That point is very clear. Now I want to create one logical schema. How I can create the logical schema, sir? Here, let us say expand here logical architecture, then technologies. Which database corresponding logical schema, sir? Oracle. Right click, then go for new logical schema. Now I am giving the name as, let us say your batch number B107 source. That's it. Source is the one logical schema. Click on save it, then close it. Similarly, I want to create one more logical schema for the target, right? Similarly, we need to create one more logical schema for the target. Right click on this one, then go for new logical schema and give the name as B107 target. Save it. So we have chance to complete that also. So now I have here source as well as I have here target is available. Now, how this source and here whatever source you create in the physical architecture, you create one source, right? How these two things are going to communicate, sir? This one, whatever available and whatever available here, these two things, how it is going to communicate? By using context. That's what we are going to learn next one. Let us say, see this one. Logical architecture, that is very simple. We went here, right click in this one, new physical schema. Physical schemas are completed. Logical architecture also, similar way, right click and we created the new logical schemas, done. Then creating what, sir? Context. What is context? Context brings together, what together, sir? Physical architecture, then logical architecture, both the things is going to bringing together. For example, context may correspond to different execution environment. So anyone ask in interview one question, how many contests are available in our project? How many contests will be available, sir? Any guesses? Yeah, 3 is the correct answer. Why 3, sir? Development is the one enrollment, testing is the one enrollment, production is the one enrollment. For each enrollment wise, we have one contest. For development enrollment, whatever sources are available, whatever targets are available, the sources and targets are communicated using this development contest. Development contest may have a number of source systems, a number of target systems, but these two things are communicating using the contest. Okay, that point is very clear for us. Let us go and try to create that beautiful contest. How to create that contest? Here by default one contest is came whenever you trying to create the work repository, sir. You want to create one contest means how to create it? Let us go for new. Then I have here new contest. Then I need to provide here a name. I am providing the name as development. I'll give this full name development. And each and every object in our thing is going to identify by one thing that is called as what, sir? Code. Down the line, this name, if you're changing also, nothing to worry. But don't change what, sir? Code, don't change it. If you change the code, it is some kind of references, we are going to miss it. References, we are going to miss it. And if you click on save it, then development is came. Suppose if I create one more contest, if I create the same name development, will it accept or not accept, sir? But code is what, sir? Code is different, but name is what, sir? Same. If I click on save, it is going to accept or not accept? It is accepted. That means system is identifying the objects based on the name or based on the code? Based on the code only. As long as the codes are different, system will allow that object, no problem. Now in my case, I am trying to delete this one. It is not required. One thing I am deleting it. I deleted. Now did you notice any difference between these two icons, sir? Any difference is there? Yes means what is the difference? What is the difference? Some kind of checkbox is available, right? This checkbox indicates, let us say right click and open, that checkbox indicates here one property. That property is what, sir? Default contest used by agents. Suppose you don't want to make this as default, you want to make this as default. Then what you can do? Right click on this one, open, select this one. Do you want to use this contest development by default? Answer is what, sir? Yes. Click on yes. And did you notice here or not, here we have one beautiful option that is called as what, sir? Password. That is called as password. What is the advantage? Normally we won't be putting password for development and testing environment, but production is what, sir? We are going to put the password also. Why? Because suppose some 1 year experienced guy came and is running the one mapping. By mistake he selected the production. You don't want to select the production, actually you want to select the development only. By mistake he selected the production, he clicked on the run. What will happen, sir? Production data is going to be disturbed. At that moment, even though you selected the production, you clicking on the run, it is asking the password. Please provide the password means, then what will happen, sir? If you don't know password, that is the reason you cannot provide it. So there is no chance of doing mistakes in the production environment. That is the reason I recommend to provide the password at least for the production environment. At least for the production environment. Okay. Right. As of now, I am not providing any password. Let us click on close this one. Now we have here two contests. However, which is the by default contest it is going, sir? Development is the by default contest which is going, and go and try to see this diagram. For example, contest may correspond to different execution environments, development, test, and what, sir? Production. As of now, only one thing you created. So contest connects logical to physical. What is the advantage of contest? It is a mediator between logical and physical. Now logical architecture is logical architecture. There we have the contests. This is whatever we have available here. This is called as your logical name. Logical name. I can compare with my thing means I can compare. What is the logical thing you created, sir, just now? Just now you created logical thing. What you created? B107 source, B107 target. These things are sitting here. Then contest is what, sir? Development. And physical architecture is what, sir? Your sources. I can say this is nothing but B107 source. This is the contest is development I created. This is what, sir? SCART is the physical architecture. The SCART and B107 source are communicating using what? Development. Still not communicating actually. You need to make that communication. How to make that communication is, if you go and see the ODA, there I have the contest you created just now, right? Expand that contest. That means open that contest. Right click and open. There we have one option. That option is called as schemas option. Once you selected the schemas option, there I have B107 source, Under the physical schemas, you can go and you can select here Scott. Under this one, you can go and you can select what, sir? Target. Now, let us go and try to step out. Step out means what, sir? Selecting another row. Select any another row, then click on the save. Why? Because if your cursor is available in the same row, if you click on the save, sometimes it won't save properly. That is the reason step out. Step out means click somewhere else, other rows. Then click on save option here, then we saved it. So using our development context, this physical and logical things are communicating. This logical and physical things are communicating. Is it clear? So now you people understand what is the advantage of context here? Okay. Let us move on to the next one. Then process is done, these all things are done. We have here one concept is available, we are going to discuss down the line more clearly, agent. Agent is useful to run over all the things. And language is also similar to that one. We want to write some kind of extraordinary code, you want to write it. Extraordinary code, you want to write it using the Groove language, Java language, Jython, SAP, SQL file, you can write it. Anyhow, this also come to understand down the line. As of now, agents and languages, these things keep side. Why we given one point over there is why? Because agent word we are seeing here, and language word we are seeing here. That is the reason I given that point. But we'll discuss that one down the line. Let us say next one is available. That is called as creating a model. Creating model. Now source database connection is there. Target database connection is there. Those things I need to import here or not, sir? Source tables and target tables you need to import here. How we can import it? What is the process for that one? Right. First point is available. That point is called as models are the objects that will store the metadata in ODI. What is model, sir? Model is one ODI object that is storing which metadata? ODI metadata it is going to store it. That means table names. Sorry. Models are objects that will store what, sir? The metadata in ODI. The metadata of what? The metadata of database, source database it may be, or target database it may be. Down the line we are going to see that one. Next, they contain a description of a relational data model. It is a group of what, sir? Data store. Data store is also known as table stored in a given schema on a given technology. So model is going to work on top of what, sir? Schema. That means, I mean to say, let us say I am trying to create one model here. In the designer, I have here option called as models. Let us say I am creating one new model. This new model is expecting as the input is what, sir? This new model is expecting input is what, sir? Logical schema. So model is going to work on top of, what, sir? On top of logical schema it is going to work it. It is going to take inputs into the model. Now, we people understand that point. Then next point. A model typically contains metadata reverse engineered from the real data model that is known as database, plot file, XML file, COBOL. Here reverse engineering is nothing but simple words I can say importing. Reverse engineering is nothing but what, sir? Importing a table from database is called as reverse engineering. Importing a tables or multiple tables from database is called as reverse engineering. Okay. Next one, database models can be designed in ODI. The appropriate DDLs can then be generated by ODI for all necessary environments, development, QA, and what, sir? Product DDL means what, sir? Creating statements, right? Create statements. The create statements means table create you want to do it. That is called as one DDL command. Whatever DDLs are required is going to generate it. Next, reverse engineering is an automated process to retrieve metadata to create or update a model in the ODI. So we are getting the metadata from the database, like employee table I want, department table I want, you can go and you can get it. Right. Reverse engineering is also known as RKM. RKM stands for Reverse Engineering Knowledge Module. Down the line you come to understand what is that. If you go to the projects, there I have here new project I am creating, let us say ABC or something else. Then you can go and you can observe here I have the knowledge models is a one term. There I have the reverse engineering knowledge module RKM. Okay, why we are saying that one is, let us say if I go to the model, if I given some name here, Logical schema. Did you save it, this one? Okay, new model, then what, sir? Some name, and select the technology. Technology is what, sir? Oracle. Then we have here source is B107 source. Now once you selected the source, here I have one option called as what, sir? Reverse engineering. Then standard and what, sir? Customize two types. What is the use of this one? If I select this option, what you are seeing, sir? These all are tables. DPT, bonus, EMP, these all things are coming from where? Coming from where, sir? Coming from your SCART schema. How it is able to communicate with the SCART? How it is able to communicate with the SCART? Why? Because if you go and see, it is communicating with what, sir? B107 source. This is our logical schema name. This logical schema name is pointing to what, sir? It is pointing to the SCART schema. That's how I am getting the tables. You are getting my point? Yes or no? This model, whatever I am showing here model, this model is working on top of what? This logical schema. This logical schema is mapped with what is a physical schema? This is a physical schema. That's how we are seeing those all tables. We are going to do that one. Now, next one. Reverse engineering is two types. One is called as standard. Second is called as customized. That's what I shown here. Two options I shown here. One is called as standard. Second is called as, here if you go and see here, standard and what, sir? Customized. If you see here standard, these are the options are there. Customized means you need to observe here one option is extra came. That option is what, sir? Knowledge mode. This option is not there whenever I selected the standard, right? So if you want to import the tables using customized method, compulsory you should have what, sir? Knowledge module should be there. We are going to understand both the methods down the line. Don't worry. Now, as of now, I am going for the what you mean by standard, how it is going to differ from the customized. Standard is nothing but uses JDBC connectivity features to retrieve metadata, then writes it to the ODI repository. Requires what, sir? A suitable driver. A suitable driver is required for this one. So if you go and see here, this is what the process. This is my ODI. Then this Oracle Data Integrator Studio, it is going and trying to contact the table directly, that is data model table directly, using what driver, sir? JDBC. That is called as standard reverse engineering. Whatever table is available here, the table is going to import here. Using this process, whatever table is available, the table is going to import here. Second one, customized means what? See here, customized means what it is saying, sir? It's contacting system tables, not directly the table. It's contacting system table. System table means what, sir? If you go and see the TAB tab, inside the TAB tab, all the table names are registered or not? TAB tab is called as Oracle system table. Oracle system table. Without JDBC driver means you need to go for the customized. Directly it will go to the system tables. From system tables it is going to import the tables here. That is the difference. What is the difference? If proper JDBC is available, then we'll go for here. Proper JDBC is not available, we'll go for customized. Proper JDBC is not available. Let us say some of the examples means SBase. There is no proper JDBC connectivity. At that moment, we'll go for what, sir? Customized method. Right. Let us move on to the next one. Some other methods of reverse engineering are, suppose I have here some fixed format COBOL file is available, or some delimited file is available. These all files we are going to do with the file specific reverse engineering. Some other methods of reverse engineering are delimited format reverse engineering, fixed format reverse engineering, XML file reverse engineering. Reverse engineering is incremental. What do you mean by incremental word? Suppose one table is already available. One table is already available. Then what? And we imported this table 1 month back. After you imported the table, your database administrator added one column, deleted one column, updated some column. If you go and if you re-import it, it is going to do what, sir? Whatever changes are available, only those changes will be incorporated. Means new metadata is added and old metadata is what, sir? Removed. Whatever new is available, that will be added, old will be removed. And whatever the updates are available, the updates also will be updated. Suppose previously data type size as 20, now it is 40. It will be reflected 40 only now. Now, process is how to import this one. Very simple. Go to the designer navigator, click on new model folder, name it as RRTech model. We are creating one model folder first. Then right click on the RRTech model folder, click on new model, name it as RRTech model. We are creating that one. Then similarly, we need to create one more thing also. Then we are trying to create the model, right? We provide this all information. Then we are trying to import those all things like this. We done with this. Shall we go and do that one? Right. Right. So under models, as of now, nothing is available. Under projects also, nothing is available. Nothing is available. Now I am going to the models. There I want to create one new model folder I want to create. Let me give the name as RRITEC underscore model underscore folder. Then click on save it. Close it. We have the model folder. Inside the model folder, do I have the source model and target model? Two models we need to create, right? Let us go and try to create the two models. Right click on this one, or you can go for the here again and you can create it. Right click and go for new model. The new model is I am creating this one for the source purpose. So I am giving the same name B107, then underscore native underscore source I am giving. Whatever name we want to provide, you can provide it. Native underscore source I am giving. Then technology, from where you want to import the data, sir? From the Oracle, you want to import the data. Let us go and try to select the Oracle. And logical schema is what, sir? B107 source. Then click on save it. Okay, if you go and see here, I got here the model, but as of now, do we have any tables? No. If you want to get the tables, I can go to the reverse engineer. Simply if you click on this reverse engineer, what will happen, sir? All the data, all the tables, whatever available, the tables will be loaded here. From where it is going to get it? From the SCART schema. In the SCART schema, whatever available, that will be sitting over there. All the tables are came or not, sir? All the tables are came. If you want to see the data also in this one, let us go and click on the view data. We can see the data, whatever available. Okay, now, you people understand how to reverse engineer, but my requirement is, let us say I am deleting all the things again. What is saying? Native source global customer is referenced by reference source global sys cannot remove. Okay, now what is the error you got? You understand, right? Suppose primary key foreign key relationship is available. First we need to delete the master table, then we need to delete the detail table. Okay, whenever I selected all and if I am trying to delete it, it is trying to delete the first master table. That is the reason it is going to throw the error. Fine. Anyhow, you people understand one point. That point is called as how to delete the things. Now, suppose I want to import only one specific thing only I want to import. Let us say EMP table only I want. Then how I can do that? You can go for here, selective reverse engineering. Then you can select here, then you can select this option. Then all the tables are available. Suppose today I have maybe 20 or 30 tables are available, you can select that one very easily. But tomorrow I have, let's say, hundreds of tables. Then how we are going to select here? That is the reason we have one more option also there that is called as mask. What is the mask advantage is, if you know the part of the name, let us say you know the part of the name as what, sir? EMP. Then go and try to select here, select reverse engineering. What is happening, sir? In that name, if wherever we have the EMP, that only appearing. If you want to go with the starts with the EMP, then it is going to give what, sir? Starts with the EMP things only. If you want to go with the ends with the EMP and starts with the EMP, then you can go and see it only one table is available, that is EMP. So like that, required table, you can go and you can select it and you can import it. Suppose EMP table alone I want it, then I can go and I can do what, sir? Reverse engineer, click on S, then you can see EMP table alone, it came here. Suppose I don't want this also, I am trying to delete it, I delete it. Now if people understand one method, that method is called as what, sir? Standard method, standard method. What about the other one? That is called as customized method. Customized method. In the standard method, you need to notice one point. There is no what, sir? Knowledge module. In the standard method, there is no knowledge module. Now we are going for the customized method. What do you mean by customized method? Right. Let us go and try to select first customized method. Whenever we selected the customized method, it is expecting one knowledge module. I don't have the knowledge module. First, you need to go and try to understand what is knowledge module. Knowledge module is nothing but simply a sequence of the steps. A sequence of what, sir? Steps. These knowledge modules, we are not creating it. By default, we are going to get from the Oracle. Where those knowledge modules are available is, if you go to the My Computer, then go to the C drive. Where is your installation location, sir? Oracle, then middleware, then Oracle Home, then we have here ODI, then we have here Studio. Sorry, I think I did wrong. ODI, Studio, some folder is missed here. One moment. Common, then bin, XML reference. Okay, this is the folder. What is the folder, sir? SDK, under the ODI, SDK, Software Development Kit, we have the XML reference. Now, if you go and see this one carefully, I have here different knowledge modules are available. We discussed in the introduction program, how many knowledge modules are there total, sir? 6 knowledge modules are there. Already I discussed about those things, right? Whenever you create one project, new project, at that moment also you come to understand that one. Here, new project, under how many knowledge modules are came? Reverse engineering knowledge modules, then LKM, CKM, IKM, JKM, SKM. These are the knowledge modules whatever available. Out of that, what we are trying to understand now? RKM. Under RKM, nothing is available. If you want to import, you can go ahead and you can import it. You got my point? Right. Now, how to import is, let us say, if I am going to here, let us say RKM. See this one. These are the things RKMs whatever available. From here to where, sir? Here. So RKM e-business suite. That means what's directly from the EBS system. Directly from the EBS system. If you want to import, you can import it. Hive means what, sir? It is Hadoop plugin. Hadoop plugin. Then MS SQL, Netezza, Oracle BI. That means OBAW, RPD corresponding thing also. Then what, sir? Oracle, SAP Business Warehouse, SAP ERP connections, SAP ERPs, and SQL Jython connection. That means any SQL supported system. That means it may be DB2, or it may be MySQL, or it may be anything which is supporting SQL language. Then next is what, sir? Teradata. Like this we have the n number of RKMs. But if you want to import the RKM, compulsory what is required, sir? One project should be there. One project should be there. Here I have the project. Let us assume like I created what's one dummy project. If I want to import it, right click and go for the import knowledge module. Whenever you click on the import knowledge module, directly it is going to contact the XML reference path. See here, did I provide this path? Automatically it's taken that one. In our case, if it is not taking also, you need to point out to that path. Then under the XML reference, what are the things are available, everything we are seeing. Now we need to go for RKM corresponding. What correspondings are that to? We want to import from the Oracle database. That is the reason I am selecting Oracle. If you are importing tomorrow from MS SQL, you need to select what, sir? MS SQL, Microsoft SQL Server. Click on the OK. Whenever you click on this one, then you can see under this one, we got here RKM Oracle. What are the steps are available inside that one? If you go and open this one, I am opening RKM Oracle. What it is trying to do, the task. These are the tasks it is trying to do it. First is what, sir? Get the tables. From where? Let us go and try to see this one, code. Don't confuse with the lot of things, sir. Right. It is getting tables from where? This is what, sir? All underscore tables is available. All underscore tables, if I go and if I query in the database, let us say, select star from all underscore tables. We got the tables or not, sir? Table type, table name is what, table space name is what, everything we got it. That means, can I say now all underscore tables, did you create this all underscore tables? This is what, sir? Oracle by default system table. Oracle by default system table. Now whenever I use the knowledge module, it is contacting what? System tables it is contacting and is trying to import it. That's what in the diagram, did you notice it or not? Did you notice it or not in the diagram? In the diagram, whenever you used here knowledge module, reverse engineering knowledge module, it is trying to contact what, sir? System tables. All underscore tables is one of the system table. Like this, if you go and observe the code, what will happen, sir? N number of tables it may be contacting. N number of tables it may be contacting. But time being, we are not going in that depth. Am I clear? Right. As of now, code we are not understanding. What is there inside that one code we are not understanding. So I am closing this one. You have the knowledge module one thing now. Once you have the knowledge module, then you can go and you can import the tables or not, sir, using customized method. Select the customized, go to the drop down, then what, sir? RKM. Then I am trying to click on the reverse engineering, click on yes, click on OK. Then what is going to happen is session started. Session started means what is happening in the operator tab, sir? It is executing here knowledge module. It is executed here knowledge module. These are the steps it is executed. It is trying to get the tables. Get the tables from where, sir? From all underscore tables. Get the views, get the partitions, synonyms, n number of things, primary keys, foreign keys, all the things. Once it is got, where it is available, those all things. What happened? The tables are not came. Tables, views, that is fine. Some reason this failed. Previous one is not executed. What is saying here? ODA reverse set metadata. Yeah. Some reason previous one is what, sir? Whatever previously I ran it, that is what, sir? It's failed. That is the reason we didn't see it. I ran one more time. The 18th task, whatever it is failed, that is automatically, it's for nothing change I did. Nothing change I did. Okay. Only thing what I did is one change I did. What is the change I did is previously you masked for what, sir? EMP table you masked, right? The mask I removed. That is the only change I did it. Now we are able to see all the tables whatever available or not, sir. That means we can do the importing of the tables using standard method as well as customized method. Time being you may understand like which is the easiest one, sir? Standard one is the easiest one as long as the JDBC drivers are available. As long as the JDBC drivers are available, we go with the standard. Some database may be available, no JDBC drivers. At that moment, go for customized method. At that moment, go for customized method. Okay, I taken that one. I am trying to delete these all things. I don't want these many things. You can delete it. So go to the all. Right. Now these things try to delete one by one. Some kind of master and these relationships are available here. Okay. Now I want to import only one specific table only you want to import means you can do it, or multiple tables means you can do it, or using reverse engineering also you can do it. As of now using standard method I want to import all the things I want to import. What I can do, sir? I can go to the reverse engineer, then click on simply yes, then all the things we are going to get it here. Only EMP we got. Why, sir? Any mask is there? No mask. Maybe I didn't save it or what? Okay. Let me give you a percentage here. That means what, sir? All the tables. Percentage means all the tables. Click on reverse engineer, click on yes. Now it is giving what, sir? Previously percentage is not there. Percentage is not there. Percentage we removed it and we given EMP. Now all the tables came or not, sir? This is what you need to learn, source model. Similarly, can you create the target model? How to create the target model? Select this folder, right click, then go for new model. Then give the name as B107 underscore native underscore target. Then select your reverse engineering, or you can go for the directly reverse engineering. Then you can click on this reverse engineering, click on S, unable to save the failed technology you didn't select it. We need to select the technology. Oracle. This is what, sir? Target. Save it. Then reverse engineer. Then we are going to get here all the tables whatever available inside the target one. So target is nothing but what, sir? Here TDBU. Inside the TDBU we have what, sir? DIM tables, ODS tables are available. Those all tables might be came here. If you go and see DIM table, dimension tables, fact tables and ODS tables are came. Today what you understand, you know how to create the models, you understand. Yes or no, sir? How to create the models you people understand, and also you people understand how to create the context, physical architecture, logical architecture, and how the context is playing the main role here, you people understand. Okay, we completed till this point of time. Tomorrow we'll continue rest of the things. Today you need to practice what, sir? How to communicate with the technologies. Today do your own research. I want backend is flat file is available, sir. Backend is one flat file, one notepad is available. How to get that notepad data into here? Try to research on that one. Anyhow, tomorrow I am going to explain it down the line, but today you research on that one. Okay? Right. Thank you.